What is the Imago Deus code? The book of Genesis begins with the immortal words. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The sublime opening to the most well-known creation story on the planet. But within the first few phrases, a mystery presents itself, a riddle of sorts, containing its own answer. A mystery claiming to have been solved by someone calling themselves Altair. It is held that the geographical topology of the planet, the land and sea, lakes and deserts, forest and frozen tundras alike, are all the end result of mere chance, shaped by thousands and millions of years of chaotic impacts and the interactions of natural forces. But that is incorrect. It is the reflection of the Creator Spirit itself, just as it states clearly if one reads. And the earth was without form and void, and the darkness was over the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the surface of the waters. And soon after, God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. In an epiphany, it all became clear. By reverse engineering this topology using sacred geometry and symbology, the riddle has been deciphered, and as we'll soon witness, some of the results are stunning, if not frightening, for what they portend. The first construct utilizes the conic-like projection of the planet, folded upon itself, like the ancient symbol of the Star of David, and taking account of the Earth's axial tilt. When we see through the looking glass, gives us the untouched visualization. This construct will reveal remarkable properties when examined closely, containing multiple signs of its own transcendent qualities. Most prominent, the shadow face beneath the crystal crown, giving fulcrum to the full anthropomorphic figure, complete with girdle and dual serpent wings, animates this eerie warrior-like form, straight out of ancient myth. Another phenomena includes a three-dimensional projection of four creatures circling a central pillar, a visualization that shouldn't even be possible. And if we pull back further, the complete figure itself transforms into a Godhead with its true watery visage, shrouded by the ornamental land mass. The fabled mask of God. First reflected emanation of the Creator Spirit. And beyond just the visual forms and symbolism, there is another sign. A subtle form giving rise to something sinister. Take note of the watery triangle above, enclosing a circular shadow. The form evokes the all-seeing eye, one of the most prevalent occult symbols of our age. Now, ordinarily, this visualization wouldn't be of remarkable note, but let us observe. The most well-known depiction of this symbol is found on the US dollar bill designed in 1780. Now look at the geometry. Can you see it? Its placement is identical when placed atop. This astonishing congruity, of course, raises some questions. A former High Mason and mage of the Ordo Templiaris has this to say.
The orders of the occult, the Illuminati as you call them, are not ruled by men, but by ancient entities with advanced knowledge kept hidden from the masses.
He speaks of the fallen angels and of the Nephilim, spoken of in Genesis 6, and immortalized in the book of Enoch. An old legend surrounding the Great Seal gives some credence.
When Thomas Jefferson was perplexed as to what they should use for the Great Seal of this new Atlantis, it is said that a mysterious figure showed up with complete design on hand, and told Jefferson to use it. In 200 years, its placement has not changed, long before we even had the satellites to capture this imagery of Earth. That this projection of the planet was also chosen to be the UN flag is, I assure you, no coincidence.
In fact, the occult connections behind the founding of the United States have been well documented over the years, and suddenly this legend is not so fantastical.
You might ask if these fallen angels, these Nephilim, are still guiding the shadowy forces of this world as they were in the days of Noah, in the days of the Great Flood. But you may not like my answer.
Are we entering that time again? Further revelations. A second construct is then presented, one using Metatron's cube as its blueprint. Metatron is the fabled angel of record, also believed to be Enoch, after he was translated by God and not seen on earth again. In the book of Ezekiel, the prophet has a vision of the Merkabah, known as the Chariot of God, a fiery vessel that appears out of the cloud, enfolded in flame and lightning. Its description confounding men through the ages. The entity is the color of amber and contains the oscillating imagery of four faces, that of a lion, of an eagle, of a calf, and man, full of eyes, wheels within wheels, a seated figure on a throne. Is this a glimpse of that legendary vision? And then below the chariot, following the totemic progression, perhaps the most significant of the visualizations, its form and ghostly traces are clear. The one called Christ, in the repose of his crucifixion. Some will believe this to be the emanated images of the creator spirit men call God, but perhaps there are other explanations at play. What can't be denied, though, is the remarkable phenomena contained within. It would be as if walking through a forest and finding the leaves randomly arranged into the image of the Mona Lisa. An infinitely absurd possibility. Altair and others believe it is a sign that we are approaching a great convergence, an epoch-defining moment of grand revelation. And if that be so, then may God help us all.